Hi Linda, I just saw your video there. Okay, I understand. When it's so lovely and sunny outside, the last thing you want to do is sit indoors in front of a camera and talk about things. Sadly, here in Ireland, the weather has been pretty dismal for the last month or so, and that's why I've produced so many videos. Anyway, I never knew about your grandmother, so that was nice to hear, and I hope that she'll continue to do well. Okay, Linda, let's get down to business, answering the remainder of your video. I think the best way to start this is by telling you an allegory, and as every allegory goes, you can only take the similarity to a certain point. For example, I'm going to be talking about a blind man, and in real life, blind people have, of course, still got the faculties of smell and hearing and touch. In this allegory, you need to assume that the sight is all important and that he has no other way of establishing where he is. Anyway, let's get into it. Imagine a blind tramp stumbling along, and he has no idea where he is. He can't see where he is, he doesn't know where he is, and he's just walking around trying to find his way. In the last few weeks, he's met a number of people on the way, and these people have taken advantage of him. They've robbed him, they've beaten him up, they've treated him badly all around. So you can imagine our friend, our blind tramp, at this stage has become quite world weary. So imagine his surprise as he stops for a moment to hear a voice ringing out at him, going, "Sir, sir, please, listen to me. You must take a big jump to your right, because you are on a railway track, and there is a train coming, and if you don't jump to the right, the train will crush you. What should you do?" You might be inclined to say, follow the advice, jump to the right. But like I said, he's had some bad experiences. And the first thought that crosses his mind is, what if this is another person who wishes me harm? What if I am actually standing one step to the left of a railway track, and if I follow this man's advice, this voice's advice, I actually end up jumping onto the railway track? So he asked the voice to explain himself, but the voice says, "Just listen to me, just listen to me. Why won't you listen to me? I've got your best intentions at heart." What should our tramp do? How can our tramp get out of that situation? How can he get to a point where he can trust the voice? I'll give you the solution. This is what our tramp should do. He should respond and say, "Dear voice, thank you very much for your warning, but I'm afraid. Please help me. Please come and stand beside me. Stand here with me and hold my hand, and then we will jump together. Because if we jump together, then if the voice has bad intentions, then the voice will endanger itself as well as the tramp. It's the only way the tramp can be sure that he's going to be safe." Now, what has this got to do with what you're telling us about, engaging with non-believers and feeling that there is hostility towards you? Well, let me explain that in the next part of this video. You have to understand that to an outsider, you and your fellow Muslims just sound like one of the many voices in a cacophony of voices who are all claiming to have the truth. And the problem is with that, is that all those voices are clamoring and telling us different things about that so-called truth. what makes you different from those voices? Now, of course, you complain in your video and you say they are simply unwilling to pick up a Quran. Well, this is where the problem with this statement is, that you are looking at this from your own perspective, and that is only assuming that you are genuine, because you seem like a very nice person, and what I've seen of you I like. But that doesn't change the fact that I do not know you. You are a total stranger to me. And you could be a really good actress, and you could have bad intentions. How would I know? I can't tell from just looking at you. So therefore, if I then hear from you, they are just so unwilling to open their hearts to this truth, or to just pick up the Quran and read it with an open heart and open mind. How do you think that could possibly convince me that there's any veracity in what you're saying? Excuse me. So, I'm sorry, that will not wash. And that is not because I don't like you, for example, or that I am unwilling. It is because I need more than just your honest face to convince me. So what you need to do, if you are genuine about enhancing understanding and making people more accepting of Islam, or even converting people to Islam, then what you will need to do is come to where we are at. Put yourselves in our position as atheists, because that's what I am, and see how you can help us from our position to come to your position. If you are not able to do that, then no matter how hard you're going to try, your efforts are doomed to failure. You will never be able to help anybody of us achieve that understanding. And of course, from our perspective, and again I'm asking you sincerely to try and put yourself in our position looking at you. Try and picture yourself being me looking at you. And I'm afraid that no matter how genuine you come across, I have to accept that the possibility exists that you are a con artist, that you're trying to con us into a false belief. And unless you can address that possibility and remove it from the equation, there's absolutely no way we are going to blindly trust you on this. Thank you.